Along with our two supporters, WVEC and DGIF, our partners, DGIF and WVEC, we have a very important supporter in the Center of Conservation Biology at the College of William and Mary. And here to say a few words for them today is, as you probably all know, Reese Lukei.
Probably don't recognize me with this tie on, right? I haven't looked in the mirror to see what it looks like yet. Back in the dark ages of the 20th century, when doing eagle research, you left home at 4 o'clock in the morning, or in a blind before the sun got up. You were 100 yards or more from the nest tree and stayed there all day, getting home long after dark. You did this for weeks and even months at a time. Then came videotape. You placed a camera in a tree, then collected hours and hours, hundreds of hours of tapes, which you then had to view and analyze, looking for any captured data that you were lucky enough to get, and hoping that the equipment didn't fail in the meantime. Today, that has changed with live webcams, with instant access to every aspect of an eagle's life and activities while sitting at home at your computer. No more of that getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Since 2006, we have seen many remarkable events in the lives of the Norfolk Botanical Garden eagles. I've got some wildlife right here, a stink bug. No kidding. Some examples. 2006, for 30 traumatic minutes, Joe Foreman and I and a few others watched the computer screen in Baker Hall as a female defended her chicks from an attack by a 4-year-old eagle that kept attacking over and over again before finally giving up. They were some tense moments. 2007, we watched as the male brought to the nest a pigeon. Nothing unusual, except it was attached to a red-tailed hawk. Then saw the male lose his grip on the red tail, which escaped flying away upside down. Would never have seen that any other way, except on a webcam. 2008, after laying 2 eggs, both the male and female were driven off their nest by a second adult female, leaving their eggs unincubated for days. The eggs were removed, and a week later the eagle pair returned to the nest to start a second clutch of eggs. Immediately after laying the second egg at night in the dark, a shadow appeared. Was it a great horned owl? We don't know for sure. But it flew over the nest, and the female jumped up and crushed both eggs. The next day, she laid a third egg that we all know hatched. Then the chick developed avian pox and is today learning to be an eagle ambassador at the Wildlife Center of Virginia. 2009, a week before fledging, the eaglet-banded H.E. jumped too far, missed the nest, hanged upside down on the side of the nest for about 30 seconds, and then floated to the ground. The next day, Knuckles Tree Care returned H.E. to the nest. 2010, I am watching the eagle cam at home when an unbanded juvenile eagle lands in the nest tree. At the same instant, my phone rings. A panicked female voice says, "A juvenile is floating in the canal." What? Dwayne has jumped into the canal to rescue the eagle. It is N.E. I'll be there as soon as I can. When I got here, JC, hope he's here, was keeping watch on any who crawled up underneath the underbrush, trying to hide. 2011, life goes on as 3 more bald eagles fly free. 2012, the future looks bright with a new female, and hope rules again. Toward the end of the 2004 nest season, I was at the garden when Don Buma came by, and during our conversation he remarked to me, "I have never before seen people here at the garden carrying binoculars. You don't need them for flowers." How prophetic. Today, that would be 400 and 600 millimeter lens. Right? I've seen a few. As remarkable as the events I've just mentioned were, the most amazing development that these eagles have produced is you, Eagle Nation. No one could have ever predicted that we would be here today, or that millions of people worldwide would be so captivated by a pair of bald eagles and their offspring. I'm certain that the great American statesman Benjamin Franklin is up there telling himself, "I should have supported the American bald eagle as a symbol of our nation." Thank you.